Hello and welcome back. My name is Jocelyn and I'm a digital nomad and online teacher ready to share some tips and tricks that have allowed me to find success on a variety of different online teaching platforms. Today, I want to talk about the benefits of incorporating games into your lessons. This is something I am really passionate about because I have seen how effective it's been in my own classes, and I know that it can do the same in your lessons. While there are many benefits, and I could go on and on and on and on and on about why you should be incorporating games in your classes, I'm going to focus on three major benefits to incorporating games in your lessons. Benefit number one is that games in the classroom fosters a positive attitude towards school in general, and in particular, the subject that you are trying to teach. So let's think back to when we were in school, right? Do you remember what your favorite grade was, or maybe your favorite subject or your favorite class? I can probably guess that the reason why this was your favorite subject or this was your favorite class was because you enjoyed going to this class because it was fun. Nobody wanted to go to that class where you were always just taking a bunch of tests, reading from the textbook, answering questions on a worksheet, right? You wanted to go to the class where you were up and moving around, you were playing games, you got to interact with your classmates and with your teacher, right? That's where you wanted to be because it was fun. So, when we incorporate games into our lessons and our students are having fun in the class, then they're more excited to learn and they're open to learning new things and coming to class because it means they get to continue to have fun and they get to continue to play games and basically enjoy their time in your space. So, this can be absolutely life changing because your students are going to begin viewing learning as something that they want to do versus something that they have to do. Benefit number two is that once students start to associate your class and your subject as a fun place to be, you are going to see a drastic increase in their level of engagement and their level of participation. And as most of us know, when our students are actively participating and engaging with the lesson materials that we've come up with, and in this case, the games that you have created, then they are going to be that much more likely to master the new material and have a deeper understanding of the subject. So, pretty much, it's a win win for everyone. Also, if the student is enjoying learning about the subject and they're enjoying these games surrounding the subject matter, then they might also be inspired to continue learning more on their own, which is pretty much every teacher's dream. So, the final benefit that I want to talk about today is that when you're incorporating games and playing games with your students, it's creating an environment where your students are allowed to take risks, make mistakes, and move on from them. You can choose for students to play these games as a group, which means it's going to foster a sense of cooperation between the classmates, and it's going to help them work on their teamwork skills. You can also have students complete these games independently. Either way, playing a game is a lot less stressful than completing a worksheet or being asked to produce a text, for example. And when students are less stressed, they can perform better and they can think clear because their mind is focused on the game instead of the stress that they may or may not be feeling. Also, the game can be played multiple times so that they have the ability to learn from their mistakes and then also see their improvement. So it's less stressful than having your students take a quiz or take a test where they can only do it once and then they get the result and that's it, right? A game is a little bit more fluid where they're allowed to practice the different concepts multiple times. There's nothing that's particularly set in stone once the game is complete. And then they have the opportunity to play the game again, either in the class with their classmates or maybe at home with a family member or a friend. And they're able to see their improvement and can get a better understanding that the learning process takes time and it can also be fun. As Diane Ackeman said, play is our brain's favorite way of learning. So it just makes sense to incorporate play and games into our lessons. So if you're already playing some games in your classroom, I would love to hear about how they are going. So please feel free to drop some of those down in the comment section below and let us know how you're using games to either reinforce what you're learning in the classroom or maybe take a brain break with your students, or maybe you're using games as some kind of motivator in your classroom. So I'd love to hear it, so please feel free to drop in the comment section below. So by now, you might be like, okay, Jocelyn, I get it. playing games in the classroom is important, but how do I do this? How do I create these games and facilitate them in the classroom? Well, my friends, you are in luck because I have a few resources for you. First, in the description box below, I'm going to leave the link to one of my previous YouTube videos where I go through the step-by-step process of how to create a board game on Canva. I'm also going to link the video for 3 top tools that I use to create interactive slides and games in my online lessons. Most of these have a free version, so they're very easy to incorporate into your classrooms right away and get quick results. So these are 2 great starting points to kind of get the creative juices flowing and begin brainstorming ways that you will be able to add different games and activities into your lessons to make them more fun and engaging, not only for yourself, but also for your students. So as always, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It is so appreciated and really helps me out. And if you have not already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you are alerted to future videos. And if you're curious about a particular topic related to online teaching, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below so I can consider it for the topic of my next YouTube video. So as always, thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for future videos. Bye for now.